This might look like any normal alleyway, but this is home to one Lincoln-based gym with a difference. Revo MMA is a mixed martial arts gym that is waving their flag in the current combat sports revolution. I came along to find out just what all the hype is about. This is what you'd be expected to wear when training in any normal martial art. However, this is what you'd wear when training mixed martial arts. Neither opponent has the advantage when searching for the grips. Mixed martial arts, or MMA, has been described by some people as human cockfighting or as a blood sport. In the UK, the sport is called cage fighting. With all of these different labels, I wanted to find out exactly what I had signed myself up for. Dan, can you explain exactly what mixed martial arts entails?
I think mixed martial art has become a sport in and of itself now. I think the basic perception of it is that it's a mishmash of punching, kicking, clinch, control and takedown and submission. I think it's important to remember that it is those things, of course, but it's more a sport that's sort of become alive, and it is a living, breathing thing now.
Over the last few years, the sport has grown on an international scale. Promotions such as the UFC have taken their events to the UK. Alistair Belton is one of the directors of this gym. So, Alistair, the gym was established after the boom in the sport. How much does the gym owe to the rising popularity of mixed martial arts?
I think it does a lot. It's the elements that are in MMA and what the BJJ that has come out of MMA that has produced the number of people that are coming in here and asking about, particularly Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, but also MMA.
Until the last decade, mixed martial arts was not deemed suitable for television. Now the sport is being commissioned in so many different states in America and in the countries across the world, such as Australia, Ireland, the UK. Do you think that MMA will ever be seen by everybody universally as a legitimate sport in itself?
Absolutely. I think we're almost there now. It's just, again, it comes down to the public's perception of what's going on. I think it's just a label at the end of the day, because martial art, if you say martial art, most people on the street are going to think a white suit and a karate punch and all that kind of thing. I think it's just people's perception again, and I think companies like UFC and going in the mainstream and getting big ticket events is going to do really good in bringing us people's perceptions of us into the 21st century.
Unlike sports like football, in mixed martial arts there is more than one promotion or league that athletes can compete in. It is commonplace for competitors to fight in multiple promotions throughout their careers. Some of the most well-known promotions are the UFC, Strikeforce and Pride. People say that Bruce Lee was the father of mixed martial arts. However, to see how the sport was formed in its form today, you only need to look back to 1992, when Rickson Gracie, the Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu legend, set up the Ultimate Fighting Championship. His goal was to prove to everybody that his family's brand of Jiu-Jitsu was the most superior martial art in the world. Another sign that MMA is growing is the increasing number of women that have taken up the sport. A few of the promotions have now created divisions for women to compete in. This was Jan's first session, and I wanted to know how she found it.
I feel that the more I do, if I was ever harassed in town, I would feel better that I would know how to handle myself.
Whether or not you agree with the ethics behind the sport, it continues to grow internationally. More and more people are turning up in this gym to find out exactly how strenuous a session is. If you're anything like me though, you'll be finished after just the warm-up.